folks, it's Nesta here on Infinitely Zero's channel. Just want to show you my Herrschners order that just came in this week. I ordered it last Friday, and it's the new mill ends that they actually have in. I was able to order some as soon as I saw it. So I want to welcome all my new and returning watchers and subscribers. Thanks so much for coming, as well as welcoming all my members. Thank you so much for your continued support. And as always, if you like what you see in the content of my channel, please click the like button below and click subscribe. Subscribing is free. You also have the option to join for the membership, and I have a video when you click that join button that talks a little bit about the membership. So thanks so much. So now to the goodies and to all the yarn. I'm so excited. So I ended up getting quite a bit of the it's called the self-striping cake assortment from Herrschners, those mill ends. So what mill ends are, my understanding of what they are, is when they don't exactly meet the specifications of what they wanted for the cake. So a lot of times the yardage can be over or under. Sometimes the color might not have come out right. So some people call those like for the Lion Brand mandala cakes, they call those mandala corns. But anyways, so yeah, so these are actually very similar to the Yarn Arts Flowers cakes, which are really nice, but they are thin. The ones that I ordered, I actually ordered self-striping cake assortment. I ordered 4 packs of the 2 packs. I was able to get them at $14.99 each for the packs. When you read their website, it says it could be different fibers. I know I was watching Crystal's video from Bago de Crochet. She actually managed to get, they sent her the Alpaca acrylic blends, which are really pretty, those cakes. Mine, I think, are actually all cotton acrylic blends, was what they sent me. Oh, no, I'm sorry, and 100% cotton pack blends. So 3 of them are the acrylic cotton blends, and then 1 was like full cotton. Nice. So I already said the price. Okay. So what it says on the label here, so you don't really have what the exact yardage is. They give you an approximation. The it says here on this label approximately 225 grams per cake, which is a 450 gram total. Approximately 984 yards or 900 meters per cake, and then machine wash, dry flat. They say this is a 3 lightweight. They're saying they recommend a size G6 crochet hook, which I think can either be 4 millimeters or 4.25 millimeters, depending your set who manufactured it. And they recommend a US size 4 knitting needles, and I'm not sure what the millimeters are on that because it doesn't say here. So that's what I read to you. I ordered these a few years ago, and I had the ones that were, there was some sparkle, and there was some that were completely 100% cotton, and there were some that were cotton acrylic blend. I wasn't lucky enough to ever get the alpaca acrylic blend of those cakes. I did make a top and a few items out of these. I will say that that other batch that I had from those orders, they actually all weighed more than what the sticker said. And I had used it to pattern test. So I haven't weighed these yet to see how much, if they're exactly weighing at 450 grams or not. But what you can do is, if you really want to know the exact yardage, or, you know, close to that yardage, right? Not the exact yardage, sorry. If you want to know close to how much yardage it is, you can actually measure weigh the cake by itself and see how much that weighs, and then use their approximate calculation. So you figure out how much your 984 yards are, or 900 meters per your weight of 450 grams. Sorry, that's total. So you would get the 225 gram total. So you would calculate how much either your yardage or your meters are per gram of cake. And when you weigh one of these cakes, you then, after you have that number, you then compare it to your actual weight and do the math there. So yes, some math for you to do. What I did with my other ones was I weighed each of them and then I put the approximate weight. I write it with a Sharpie on my plastic, and then I have my approximate weight and my my actual weight of each cake, and then the approximate yardage. So this one's already open, and this is a cotton acrylic blend. I really like it. It's this really pretty blue and orange, and then some like tan in the middle there. I honestly think that's how thick it is. So I honestly think it's, I would classify it like as a number 2 sport weight. I haven't done the wraps per inch, you know, feel free to do that. So I would say it's a very thin, light 3, but I think it's more like a 2. And it's actually applied together, which is nice, so that's a bit easier to use. And this is the white one, sorry, that I got, which is really pretty. It reminds me of flowers and very delicate. It's like white with beige with green. And then the green goes into like a silvery, yeah, silver color. I would say like white and silver. So very pretty cakes, very excited. This was the order on the bigger side. I also have a lot of other unboxings that I've been meaning to do, but I figured folks wanted to see this first, so this one jumped the line. Okay, the next one I got from this self-striping cake assortment. And again, that's what I read to you on the last label. So, so these are the next ones. I'm not going to take them all out of the package because it sometimes rips the, okay. It sometimes rips the plastic bag, but this one, it was easy to take out. So this is a pretty dark blue with like a teal bluish green going into like a nice orangey tan and then a silver color. So just really pretty. With a marled effect in between there in the middle when it's transitioning for the colors. Apparently this one collects a lot of fuzz. And they're very nice and soft too. They're very nice to work with. I would say if making a wearable, the cotton acrylic is probably going to be warmer than the cotton. Just so you know. Then there was this one in that pack, which is like this beautiful bright orange going to an orange yellow, going to a green yellow, then going to a light blue, and then the light blue transitioning over into purple with marled effects of the yellow, orange, green, yellow, and purpley blue and green blue. I know this one was a little discombobulated. So yeah, sometimes you get a lot more yardage, or sometimes it's just a little less, but I think these cakes usually go for like 1,000 something yards. So that's why they consider these to be not the correct weight and yardage. This one's sealed very nicely. This one's also a cotton acrylic blend. Very pretty. This purple one reminds me of a flowers, which is pretty like a stronger kind of like a lime green mixed in with like a forest green, and then this beautiful like green purple color, and then a dark purple transitioning over to a light purple with a marled effect when it does those color changes with the strands, because multiple strands spun together. Hey buddy. This one here is like a minty green, like a dark green transitions to a minty green, to then, I would say like a pink, peachish pink. So they both look very pretty together. And then this was the one that I got for the 100% cotton cake, which is also the self-striping cake assortment. This one looks a little thicker than the than these. The strands look a little thicker. This is the 100% cotton. So I would say the 100% cotton is closer to a 3 weight. But again, everybody sees weights, yarn weights differently. So yes, so this says approximately 225 grams per cake, 450 grams total, approximately 940 yards or 900 meters per cake. Machine wash, dry, flat, and the same info, the hook numbers, and the same number 3 light. So this is what they look like. This is a very pretty kind of periwinkle blue, transitioning to a lighter blue, a marled effect there, and then the blue goes with white marling, and then the white goes with an even lighter blue, and then it transitions into the white with a tan color. Very pretty. Very neutral. And then this is that same blue. So you'd actually use them together. That same blue, and then the blue goes into a purple, like a soft kind of mauve-y sort of purple, which then transitions into like a lighter purple mixed in with, I guess that's white, like an off-white. Yeah, this one, the bag will rip if I try to open it. So, very pretty. Okay, so that's enough with those. Those are the ones I got. Like I said, I didn't get any alpaca ones in that group, but that's fine. I got different alpaca ones. But let me show you these big cakes so I can get these guys out of the way. They also had some Bernat blanket, ombre yarn, the 2-pack, and they had the singles as well. But the 2-pack was 2 for $10.98, which is a great value because sometimes these run for 11 or 12 bucks, just one cake. So isn't that pretty? So I had ordered 2 before, so now this is another 2, so that might be enough to make a blanket with. A small throw, how about that? Depending the stitch. And yeah, so this colorway is called Ocean Teal Ombre. And they show you on the label how the transition of the color looks. And it's different shades of greens with green blue in the middle and then a lighter greenish blue. And this is a number 6 super bulky weight yarn. It's they recommend a US 11 or 8mm knitting needles, or an 8mm US L11 crochet hook. Machine washable and dryable, 100% polyester, 10.5 ounces or 300 grams, and these are 220 yard cakes or 201 meters. Made in China. And that's what I just read to you. That's upside down. That's what I just read to you. Now it's really upside down. Here, now that's right side up. If you don't get it the first time, just keep on trying, right? And these were, again, I mentioned $10.98. I have their Herrschner Smart Savings Club, which I highly recommend. You get 10% off all your purchases. And you get like one free shipping coupon per year of your membership. I think it's $24.99. It applies it applies into your cart when you're buying it. It just doesn't discount the membership price. And I also had a coupon code. So I think the code I use, there's like 2 thanks codes out there, 2024 THNX or something, and then 2025 THNX. So I ended up at least with like a 20% off or 25% off. And these are great prices. I mean, these cakes usually go for a good amount of money single. So you can easily find them for $14 or more, each of those cakes. So for that, you're getting 2. So I think that's pretty good for $15. So I also got this colorway. Oh, that's weird. And the other second color looks pretty much similar. Sort of similar. I guess this one doesn't have that light green color that's in the middle. that's in the middle of this one. I think it might be this here, but I'd have to see it better outside of the bag. But they're supposed to be the same colorways. I guess you can always make sure they're the same. It doesn't look like these have dye lot numbers. So, okay, this one's easy to open. Maybe the gray is in here, I just don't see it. No, there's no gray in here. Okay, anyways, I think the gray was supposed to start out here. So this colorway is called Cool Purple Ombre. It looked a lot darker in the picture because I thought, I gifted my purple blanket to a friend of mine, to a close friend of mine, and she was going to make one too, and then she ended up not making it, and she doesn't really like working with this yarn, so then she sent me the cakes that she had bought, so I sent her the finished blanket, and that was the purple perfect phasing of the Bernat blanket yarn, and I thought, oh, well, maybe if I need a little more for the border or something, I can use this, and it looked a lot darker on Herrschner's website. I mean, I can still use it because I can still use the whitish, you know, like the white light purple color, but its actual purple tones are different and a lot lighter than that other perfect phasing, which I don't have close to me, so I can't show you, but and these are the same specs for all of it. It's just this colorway is called Cool Purple Ombre. And yeah, what I was mentioning was, so if you want a larger project, you may want to buy where you have like 1 or 2 cakes extra in case you need to, in case you want to color control and you want to have all the colors transitioning in a certain specific way, which I like to do. You see what I mean? One has the gray, one doesn't have the gray. So this one would be like a cake corn, I guess we'll call it, because it's not really a mandala cake. So it's not a mandala corn, but yeah. So that's what I was saying. This one has the gray in there. But that's fine. I mean, you can still put one like that and then attach the second one, and then the second one doesn't have the gray color, so. But these tend to sell out quick there for that 2-pack at that price. So do these mill ends. These mill ends also sell out very quickly. So if you want some, I don't know if they're sold out already. I haven't checked their site. So much for me trying not to buy yarn this year, huh? Sorry, just making sure my labels are all the same way, the lettering. Sorry about the crinkling. It happens. And then I have the box right here because I'm not putting them on the floor. Sorry, these ended up lined up the wrong way. The whole rest of the house is a mess, but the cake labels have to be lined up the right way. I think it's a mess. So, it's mostly all overrun by yarn, but yeah. I'm sure none of you have that problem, right? Okay, next. So, they had these mill ends that were sport weight cotton mill ends, which are cotton acrylic blend. The way I think the description is on Herrschner's site was a bit confusing for me. I don't know what happened. My brain kind of changed and mixed up the numbers. So when I was ordering, I actually thought that the total they gave overall was like what each cake was. So these are approximately, according to the label, 94 yards or 360 meters per cake. I thought they were more like 1,000 each or something. I don't know. Like the way it's written on there is a bit confusing. So, yes. So they're approximately 90 milligrams per cake and 360 grams total. Don't make the same mistake I do. So you know. And again, like I said, they may weigh a little more and have a little more yardage, or they may have less than what the package is. And you also don't pick the color. So it's definitely a mystery and a surprise. Even though they're labeled mill-ends, you don't know what you're going to get. So yeah, that's what the label says. So sport weight cotton cake mill ends, 55% cotton, 45% acrylic blend. I may have said that already. And I did say this already, which was 90 grams per cake, 360 gram total for the whole package, right? And 394 yards approximately per cake, or 360 meters. They classify it as a number 2. And again, they're recommending the same hook size and size needles, which is a G6 and a 4 size knitting needles. I got these for $14.99 the pack. I got 6 packs because I thought more was coming. These feel different than the cotton acrylic cakes. They're both soft. And these I think are also a bit thicker. Where this is more of like a 3 weight, the other one is more of like a 2 weight. Go figure, right? Let's use the darker color so you see what I mean. You know, some people do this like very easily that have a lot of experience, but to do it on camera and not, do you see what I mean? The blue is a lot thinner than the white. So I would say this is a good size 3. It's almost the size of some weight 4 cottons that I've seen, like the 24/7 from Lion Brand. I would say it's around this thickness. The Kobu is thinner than this, which is their cotton acrylic blend from Lion Brand. Sorry, no, the Kobu is their cotton bamboo blend from Lion Brand. I mean, I said that out loud and I'm like, hold on a second, that's not right. So yeah, so I ended up ordering quite a few packs of these. So they sent me this one 4-pack. It seems like these, all 4 that come in the bag are all the same color. I saw a few other unboxing videos from Shannon from Another Yarn, as well as Crystals. I'll link those here, the videos above. Ooh, there we go. So they also seem like they had all the same colors if they had ordered this. Hey, buddy. And yeah, so I got one that was off-white. I got one in this really pretty kind of teal green color. Let's see if we can. And again, they're really nice and soft, so I think they would make nice garments or tops or whatever you want to make with them. Sorry, or purse maybe. It might stretch a little bit, but yeah. Or other garments, I don't know. So yeah, so I got an 1 pack of teal. Then I got 2 packs of this really pretty burgundy color. I'm not gonna open everything to show you closely, but that's the burgundy. So I got 2 packs of the burgundy. And they sent me 2 packs of this light pink color. So yeah, so that's all for that. We'll leave those here for now. Next, I was very curious. Oh, so those came out to $14.99 a 2-pack. I was able to get them for that. Then they had one that they considered lace weight, so I was curious about it, so I ordered it. I didn't order that much of it because it's not usually a weight I use, but I do feel that I can use this probably on the loom to weave with, which I have yet to make the video talking about the Fiber Fest. It's on my list, and I haven't set up the loom yet. So I have a class I'm going to next weekend, and that will be using my loom and how to set up the warp and everything like that. So I didn't want to like start a project or try to put things on there and then have something on there and then have to take it off to then start the stuff for the class, because we take our own looms for the class. So I figured I may as well just wait. And I've been really busy with work and other things and not feeling well. Anyways, so these are, I got these. These were actually very affordable at $4 a pack, and the 4-pack cost $6.99. They're the lace weight cotton millens, 87% cotton, 13% polyester, approximately 50 grams per ball, 200 gram total, approximately 218 yards or 200 meters per ball, machine wash, dry, flat, and they categorize it as a 7. They recommend a size C2 hook or size 0 needles. You can also, you know, put a strand of this with something else, or run multiple strands of this. You know, 2 strands together would make it closer to a fingering weight yarn. If you added 4 strands together, that would be like a 2 weight yarn that's not plied. Or you can, you know, spin it together if you want. Up to you. So it's soft and it's pretty. Has a marled effect there. So this one's a pink with purples and blues, and then like a light blue green. I know Shannon kind of pointed this out where it has like these nibs. So it seems like what's going on here with this yarn, you see it there too, is I'm thinking that it's probably and that's how thick it is. So it's pretty thin. So it's honestly closer to like a 1 weight, between a 1 and a 0. So if you notice closely, it's hard to see. It has this strand wrapped around it, which I think might actually be the polyester, giving it the marled look. And in some parts that goes without the other colored strand. And no, it's not stretchy, even though it looks like it would be elastic, but it's a white color. You see here, you see where it transitions and then stops. So what I think happened with these is that when they put it together, the tension of the spinning is different. So it's creating those like bumps. See that? So if you kind of stretch it, it sort of goes away. I'm thinking you may want to block whatever project you have after you make this and see if that helps it, or while you're working with it, you know, maybe try to, you know, stretch it out with your hands. But yeah, that's the main issue I see with this. But if that doesn't bother you, I mean, it gives it a cool effect too. So, but yeah, so these are all, so these are all the same color in this 4-pack. And then I got this other 4-pack, which came with a really pretty, you know, mix of purples in there. Also a marled effect, and it looks like it's marled with a very light blue colorway. So you could almost sort of, and this purple here matches with that purple there. So you could probably use all of those together in a project. And these look like they're the same, the 2 top ones. Similar. So, yeah. So that's those. Then there was also these Caron cake yarn assortments. These weren't as great of a value, but actually for what some of the Caron cakes usually cost when you go to Michael's to buy them, it is a good deal. You just, again, can't really pick what colors you want. But the picture on Herrschners for these is pretty much the same thing that you're getting. So look at the picture, see if you like it. If you don't get it. Also, you can click on the type of cakes that these are on the Herrschner site and see what colorways they have left, and that's most likely the colorways you're gonna get. So these, I got 2 of these packs, and these came out to $24.99. So what they are is an assorted 4-pack of Caron cakes with a set of boy crochet hooks. And this is, the 2 sets were not exactly the same. And this is what I got in the other set. So, as you can see, the cotton cakes are different colorways. I'll open it up and show you. And, you know, these bigger ones, the regular Caron cake and the tea cake or whatever are different colors too. So yeah, and that's $25 each. Some of these cakes at Michael's go for 11 or 12 bucks or more. I think. I haven't been at Michael's in a really long time. Oh no, this will rip if I open it. Okay, I'll do it very carefully. So I want to be able to seal these back up here until I'm going to use them and reuse the bag. And have my yarn stay dust free. Okay. So, this one has this big old Caron tea cake. Pretty. Colorway is Warm Night. It's a number 6 yarn, hand wash, lay flat to dry, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 8.5 ounces, 204 grams. So yeah, this does come with wool. It's not very soft, sorry. It's this way. So that's what it looks like. It's a different mix of grays. Then this bigger cake. I'm not going to read all the specs to you. This is fruit frosting. This one's a Caron cake as well. Okay, this one was a Caron tea cake. That one, I guess the label says it usually goes for $14.99. Yeah, it's fruit frosting. This is also 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Here I go, reading everything. 8.5 ounces or 240 grams. This one is 445 yards. And it's classified as a 4-weight yarn, so it's thinner. And they recommend an H8 5mm crochet hook or US 8 5mm knitting needles. Made in Turkey. This is the set of the boy hooks. Sorry, that's the alarm on my phone. It's a H, I, and J size. H being 5mm. The J is the 6mm, and the I is the 5.5 or I9 millimeters. This colorful green, blue, gray cake is a regular Caron cake. This is less yardages. It's 7.1 ounces or 383 yards. I gotta stop that. I can't continue this video. Hold on a second. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. That didn't take too long. Yeah, I have a meeting right now, so I have to go very soon. Anyways, so back to this one. So this colorway is called Lime Twist. It's pretty. But again, this is 383 yards. Also a acrylic wool blend. So this one being the 383 yards, and then this bigger cake being 445 yards. And then you have a little small cotton cake. This is a cotton acrylic blend. This one's machine washable and dryable, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 211 yards or 193 meters, and a size 4 weight yarn. This one's called Blushing Melon. Ah, I'm stuck. And then it's way too much hassle to open up all these. This is called Maritimes, which is like a peachy pink with a white with a purple and a gray colorway. This here is called Gull, so it's a different bunch of gray shades. Also a tea cake. This one's a spice cake, very pretty. It's also a number 6 weight. This one is 100% acrylic, the spice weight, and it is a number 6. And it's 239 yards or 218 meters, machine washable and dryable. Colorway is Raspberry Rainbow. And that's what I just read to you. There. That one's upside down now. There. And this one here, which is like the lime green with a raspberry color and a stronger pink, hot pink, and a blue purple with a darker blue purple. That colorway is called Berry Lime. So, and that one again is the bigger Caron cake at 240 grams, 445 meters, and number 4 weight. They classify it as, and hand wash, lay flat to dry, and it's classified as a number 4 weight yarn. But again, this one has wool in it, and this one has wool in it. So yeah, the bag would be cross-contaminated if you have that wool issue. And moving on, last but not least, I got the packs of the Alpaca ombre assortment. Nice, huh? And these are the different ones I got. It's 75% acrylic, 25% alpaca. Again, these are mill ends. I got these for $19.99. It's a number, they classified as number 2 weight yarn, size D3 hook or size 3 knitting needles. Approximately 125 grams per ball or 500 grams ball total. And approximately 546 yards or 500 meters per ball, hand wash, lay flat to dry. And Crystal had mentioned they have these on ice yarns. I can't remember what the name is on ice yarns. These packs are I was able to buy them at $19.99 for the pack. This is what they look like outside. So it does have haze, and I would say, yeah, they're pretty on point. It looks like a number 2 to me. So yeah. So I got this lighter one. They're very pretty. So this is like a fuchsia with grays and purples and a hot pink kind of. This is a pink, peach, white, purple with a blue blend in there, or creamy kind of. It's like an off-white. They have no labels. And then there was like a gray green mint, which is really pretty, and then this beautiful rainbow one. I love these two. Those are really pretty. And then I got a second pack. So I got 2 of the rainbows, and actually full total got 4 of these. That's pretty. And then this one has that green with the fuchsias and all that, so you can mix them together. Then the next one I got was this one, you know, which has again the green mint with the gray. This beautiful one, which is the yellow, blue, darker green and purple than this, which I already showed this one. And the 4th pack is this one, which has that beautiful tan and red and white and peach. Again, the green mint, the really pretty blue and yellow green, yeah, cake. And then this one's like a watermelon color. It's like a pink with greens and tan in there. So yeah, so that's, I don't think I can hold all of 4 up. 3. 3's my max. Whoop. 3's my max. And then everything falls. Okay, folks, so that's everything I wanted to show you. They made this video pretty long. Bye.